Seismic charges. Stand by.
Today I will be revealing to you the 7 best Star Wars phrases to break the ice in social situations. Let's face it, we've all found ourselves in seemingly hopeless social situations where no matter how many times you sift through the archives of your brain, you just can't utter the words to head it off with the people around you. Don't worry, that's not because Jocasta Nu has erased your files. It's because in the heat of the moment we psych ourselves out. The topic of today's video was requested by the Paper Brow Skirt. Thank you for your request. I too have found myself in many situations where conversing was more difficult than surviving a Death Star super laser strike. I have formulated a variety of phrases that very much could be used in the Star Wars galaxy if you ever found yourself there, but equally I wanted to source phrases for you all that could be utilized in real life amongst your day-to-day conversations, most particularly at social gatherings such as parties, where you may find yourself feeling intimidated and shy amongst people you do not know. The phrases in this list will have you feeling charismatic in no time, and your ice-breaking abilities will surpass the might of Antarctica's grandest ships. So find yourself a quiet space and prepare to participate in some hands-on learning, as I will be leading you through a step-by-step learning exercise on how to say these phrases. Without further ado, let's jump right in. First phrase, we have Ing Mao. When turning up to a party, it can be pretty daunting. Oftentimes the easiest option is to walk in unnoticed and under the radar. And whilst this may keep you in your comfort zone, sometimes the best thing to do is break the ice instantly and step right outside of your comfort zone straight off the bat without any chance to start letting overthinking cloud your judgment. Ing Mao is a hunting cry from the Kaleesh language, spoken primarily by the Kaleesh species, most notably General Grievous, who was himself a Kaleesh. And we all know he makes a statement when he turns up. Saying this hunting cry is appropriate for when you first enter the room and see the large unknown crowd of people gathered. This will undoubtedly get everybody's attention and position you as a very influential person who people will associate as being the life of the party. Like I said, it is a hunting cry, and it literally is a way of hunting for people to speak to and hang out with. It's best that you say this phrase a multitude of times and at the top of your voice so it can be utilized to its greatest potential. So repeat this phrase after me. We will say it together 2 times. Ing Mao! This time with a little more boldness. Ing Mao! Well done! I think you've got the room's attention. Now let's get acquainted. Second phrase, we have Wan Ning Chi Kospar Murishani Taitang Yiwanyer Yoskar, which translates to, someone has put a price on your head so large, every bounty hunter in the galaxy is looking for you. This phrase originates from the Huttese dialect spoken by the Hutts, and is the perfect one-liner for starting off a conversation in a humorous yet charismatic manner. This phrase is best uttered straight after the Kaleesh hunting cry, where it should be said to an individual of your choice. The likelihood that the person will actually be able to understand/speak Huttese is very slim, but it is a great conversation starter because they will then ask what it is that you have said, to which you can explain the meaning in English. Jabba put a bounty on countless heads throughout the Star Wars galaxy, and look where that got him, to the throne of some of the most prestigious social scenes. Let the fellow individual stand in confusion for a few seconds, and then be sure to tell them that there's not actually a bounty on their head. So repeat this phrase after me. We will say it together 2 times. Are you ready? Wan Ning Chi Kospar Murishani Taitang Yiwanyer Yoskar. One more time. Wan Ning Chi Kospar Murishani Taitang Yiwanyer Yoskar. Well done. You are reaching levels of charisma some may consider unnatural. Next, third phrase. We have which translates to, is the air conditioning actually on in this building? This phrase originates from the Shiriwak dialect spoken by the Wookiees, It reveals that you are someone who has attention to detail and good spatial awareness. It allows those around you to feel comfortable in your presence and know that you are not a pushover. If there is an air conditioner that needs fixing, you'll make it happen. Making people feel secure in your presence is a fundamental building block towards paving the way for fully breaking the ice. And trust asking this question in the dialect inherent to the Wookiees, because they would be the first to know the air conditioning isn't actually working with their long, thick fur, which would be sweltering in hot environments. So repeat after me. We will say it together 2 times. Arrgh, rarrgh. One more time. Arrgh, rarrgh. Erase that, guys. Let the power of charisma flow through you. Next. 4th phrase. We have. So this is how liberty dies, with thunderous applause. This phrase/filament quote was uttered at the end of episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, when Padme witnessed Emperor Palpatine's stirring speech which sent the room into a standing ovation. Undoubtedly at any party or event you attend, there will be clapping, particularly if it's a birthday party. When standing next to the person/people you have acquainted yourself with, and whilst the clapping and happy birthdays are being sung, utter this phrase under your breath, but loud enough for the people next to you to hear. This is a great way of showing yourself to be a deep thinker and highly intellectual. It shrouds the party guests around you into a state of curiosity as they ponder what you mean, and it will have them desperate to delve further into your apparent wisdom. They will wonder what you know that they do not. People will not only just be knowing you for your humorous side, but they will also know you to be someone of substance with charismatic intellect. So repeat after me. We will say it together 2 times with the right tones. Are you ready? So this is how liberty dies, with thunderous applause. One more time. Oh no. So this is how liberty dies, huh? With thunderous applause. Excellent job. All eyes are on you now. Next.
This is how liberty dies. With thunderous applause.
5th phrase. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This phrase originates from the Pak dialect spoken by the Neomordians, the species in which New Gunray belongs to. It was noted from an observer that when they heard 2 Neomordians engage in Pak, they heard a chorus of staccato guttural croaks of infinite and subtle variety that had a certain musical beauty to it. And I couldn't agree more. When turning up to a party, it's most important that you have a party trick up your sleeve, and being able to count to 10 in Pak is most impressive. When in the presence of a larger group, tell those around you that you know how to count to 10 in Pak, and then proceed without prompting. You will have those in awe of your linguistic abilities, and seriously questioning whether or not they have been well equipped and educated for the real world. So repeat after me. We will say it together 2 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more time. Hey, are you aware that I can count to 10 in Pak? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Oh, and maybe just let them know you're not a separatist. Next. 6th phrase. We have This fusa is very good, which translates to, this food is very good. If conversation is running out, this is a great phrase that draws the attention to the food you may be eating. Yes, you could just say it in English, but it can be said with the same charm and charisma that Gunganese provides. Anything said in Gungan sounds positive and joyful, so people around you will instantly notice your outgoing personality. Try and think of a time throughout Star Wars where Jar Jar Binks sounded sad. Can't think of any, can you? That is why I always resort to the Gunganese dialect when I may be feeling sad or tired, because I know that it lifts the mood and creates positive vibes without much effort. So repeat after me. We will say it together 2 times. This fusa is very good. One more time. This fusa is very good. Well done. Gunganese will save the world from nuclear war and diplomatic conflicts. Next, seventh and final phrase, we have okay, let's go, which originates from the Geronosian dialect from the beautiful but barren planet of Geonosis. This phrase was uttered by Puggle the Lesser under tense circumstances at the beginning of the Clone Wars, and translates to, I'm sending my warriors to hide in the catacombs. Sadly, we have reached that moment in the night when it is time to leave the party and your new friends, but that can't be done without leaving with a good impression. This Geonosian phrase is a fun way of saying that it is time for you to go, which showcases that you are a busy person with other places to be. You have your new friends wondering where these mysterious sounding catacombs are, and they will truly be thinking that they just met someone with friends in high places. Like seriously, if they ask if you have ever met Queen Karina, you have to tell them yes, because that is a major flex. And showcasing that you can speak Geronosian will truly have everyone thinking that you are the master of linguistics. So repeat after me. We will say our final phrase together 2 times. Okay, let's go. One more time. Okay, let's go. Well done. Your ice-breaking abilities are second to none. So there you have it. The 7 best Star Wars phrases to break the ice at parties and social gatherings. You have mastered charismatic abilities stronger than Master Yoda himself. Good. Let the power of charisma flow through you. So yeah, I hope you all get a chance to use these phrases at some point soon. I'm going to install these phrases into the catacombs of my mind so that Jocasta Nu will not erase them when I attend a party in the foreseeable future. Thanks for watching this video, and stay tuned for the next. And remember, be happy!
We lost the transmission, sir.